motion crew, and we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun.
Oh, all right. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Today we are going over to Charles's place so that we can start working on the S14. We can start working on the wiring harness for the whole build. So let's get going.
Sing a word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding.
Let's get today started. Ooh. What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
One day.
Oh.
One day soon. What comes first, a Super and FD?
What? D-Max.
So much better.
D-Max.
Before I start doing your baseline,
People that make the
We're watching Jimmy Oaks already.
two-stroke dirt bike in here.
Those guys that make the freaking hood vents. The hood. And make all, like, basically all the drift shit.
Damn. Damn.
It's a little dirty.
You're dirty.
I got dusted off.
So here's the 240. Let me turn on the TV. This bitch is a little too loud. Here's the project car, S14. Here's what he wants to paint it. It's pretty dark blue, but it's the sun. Boy, she shines. That looks good. This is gonna look so good on the car. Alright, so this is Charles's S14. I'm gonna go through a list of shit that we got together already for the car to get it installed here. This is going to be a K24 swap. Right now, we got the diff sitting around here. This is from what, a Z32?
Z33.
Z33. Apologies. A Z33 diff and axles. It's an LSD already?
VLSD.
So it's a viscous type LSD.
Yeah,
okay.
viscous type.
We got a ZF 5-speed from a BMW 3 Series that I donated so generously to the cause.
For the free.
Then we have the Pride and Joy here.
Currently no valve cover, just
Oh.
because valve cover is going to be going into fab work. But it's just nice and clean.
At least
pretty.
it's clean inside. That's pretty clean. Soon. You're gonna have to get a different starter?
No. OE starter.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Yeah, OE starter.
Well, today what we're gonna start doing is start taking apart the wiring harness and figuring out which connectors what. We kind of partially already started. Actually, when did we do this? Looks like we kind of started already. Well, either way, we gotta continue tearing into it, figuring out each connector if they're not all labeled already, and also adding to the harness. So we gotta open it up. We're gonna add a bunch of other sensors for like oil pressure, oil temperature, coolant pressure, fuel pressure. And I know that sounds all ridiculous and overkill, but might as well get it done way ahead of time. So whenever he needs it, it's already in there. Since we already have everything out, might as well knock out the work right now.
And we gotta cut into this bad boy.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. So,
Chassis harness, we're gonna have to deal with that too. So that's gonna be fun. All right, let's get today started. Oh, and I forgot. The last piece of the puzzle that we have currently right now. Okay,
well,
not the
missing
last.
box.
Missing one box, not the last piece of the puzzle, but a big piece of the puzzle. The Hall-Tech display. Oh, this is gonna look so freaking cool. Well, this thing's meaty. This thing's beefy, dude.
Dude, it's heavy. Solid unit.
This is cast aluminum, I think. That's nuts. That and the ECU. The Elite 1500, correct? Yes, sir. These things are so nice and compact. Beautiful. Have you even looked on how this is going to look in the dash yet?
No, not necessarily.
Ooh.
I haven't really put it in there. Should fit. If not, we'll make it fit. to make it fit.
Yeah, we're gonna have to make it fit.
Honestly, I've seen it fit. It's just it has to be literally a flat cluster, and
Yeah.
then you just put it in there.
We'll figure it out. I feel like I'm going the cheap route with what I'm doing. Put this back.
Yeah, but either way, I mean, your setup's gonna be badass too. I mean, heck, you want Mega Squirt, freaking, what is it, cherry pie?
Cherry pie?
Cherry pie?
What's cherry pie?
Isn't it?
Raspberry pie.
Raspberry pie, that's what it is. I knew it was some kind of fruit.
Oh god. Cherry pie.
Cherry pie.
Alright.
Cool, so let's get cracking, man.
Yeah, man, let's get to
open.
work. We're just trying to label everything. And then, honestly, we might actually want to wheel the engine back in here, man.
That's fine. We totally
Wheel it back in here so that way... Because after doing some research and finding out some of the locations of where we want to put the sensors, that we could just like toss the harness over the engine and then figure out how much wire we're going to need and how we're going to route it on the harness. Sweet.
Cause you got me running. And I'll be running, possessed by a lone low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on the full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without.
Oh, look at this little JDM gem. I shouldn't say JDM, that's more like... That's more like,
The fact that you have this is insane.
Yeah, my uncle gave it to me.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, that was from when he had his thing.
That's awesome. Just simplicity of a clean line and a subtle angle defines luxury better than any form of... That's a word I don't know. Ornamentation? Is that right? It's not my first language, okay? Look at that. CD and cassette. Baller. That's pretty dope. Alright, so for now we're just trying to toss the harness on the car, figure out where everything goes, and see what we need to add. The factory harness has the provisions for a fly-by-wire setup, which we are not going to need because we're going cable. We were going to go fly-by-wire, but just with how much stuff we want to do.
Ran out of inputs and outputs.
Run out of inputs and outputs, but how much stuff we want to do. That's fine. But all cable is always it's a better feel in my opinion. We're definitely gonna have to add to this harness because it's all chopped right here anyways.
Oh, heck yeah, dude.
So we're gonna have to... That's gonna be fun.
A temp install. If we can. Ooh. Oh, there we go.
There you go, bro. You struggling.
It's trash. I'm a painter, not a mechanic.
Okay. TPS sensor. We'll have to run another one anyways up here for IAT if that's where it goes. On the K2 manifold, this is where the idle air control valve sits, I think. A lot of parts for a lot of stuff. Some boo-boos we found. That's no good. Wire stripped to shit. The factory K24, the throttle body sits on this side. It's being flipped over to this side, so this is going to be fore aft set up. Now you might be asking yourselves, why aren't we just probably buying a wiring specialties harness? Well, for one, we're going to add a bunch of sensors to it, and when we want to be able to just not... I mean, I'm not sure. I've looked at some of the wiring specialty stuff, but I'm not sure if we can add every sensor that we want to it and in the location that we would need it to if we do anything custom. So at this point, we're just doing it ourselves. I do wiring for a living. I'm not a professional, but I can do it. So we're just doing it. And it saves some money.
And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey.
So far, kind of got rid of what we don't need, or whatever's chopped and obviously useless. All the sensors are still there in the harness, so anything that's not what we need, we're just removing, and anything that's been chopped off on both sides is just gone. So right now, there's a bunch of grounds. I'm not sure if it's sensor grounds or what. Other these two, we got a few of these. So right now we are left with this. So far to go to the ECU. Gotta have the TV in the garage. Some inspiration for 2025 when this gets done.
2023. 2023, guys, chill.
And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding,
To explain some of the process, we were debating running the harness, well, leaving the harness where it is right now, and then lengthening this portion and running it into the cabin so we can kind of like get rid of the fuse box, because now that he tubbed the fenders, there's not going to be a lot of room here for where it used to go. But after taking all the fuses, this whole internals out of the fuse box, we laid it here. I'm thinking I can make some kind of box to contain all of this and tuck it here. It'll be much more out of the way. Better solution in my opinion. So right now we're ordering some shrink tube for our printer so we can label all the wires, because we're gonna have to extend all these wires right here to the ECU since they've been chopped up here. But there's no way, I mean, I guess we could try and go through all the trouble, but try and match every single wire color and run it over to the ECU. So we're just gonna order some wire, single color, all of it, and then buying this label printer, heat shrink label printer, label all the wires, run into the ECU, make life 10 billion times easier. So I think that's where we're gonna end it for today.
Works for me, man. I mean, shit. It works out.
Cool, so yeah, that's where we're gonna end it for today. We got a bunch of other stuff coming. You're waiting for
The entire swap kit, radiator kit from TF Works, and then we got the label maker on the way for all the wire. We got some shopping.
swap kits to slap the transmission onto this, and the engine and transmission combo into the car.
Yup.
After that, then we can really determine all our lengths for the wires. That's gonna be detrimental for that. Still got to order a clutch so we could put the transmission onto the engine.
I mean, we can do a mock.
Yeah, we could still bolt the engine to the transmission without all that.
Complete mock-up. I mean, honestly, whenever
It's gonna have to come back out a few times, in and out a few times,
yeah.
while we're doing this. So
Easy.
no big deal.
We had to do the Type S oil pump.
Yeah, that
do
too.
all the,
Everything to the engine, doing all the timing chain guides, the tensioners. Okay, guys, this is where we're gonna end it for today. Next time we're just gonna continue on with more wiring and shit, possibly, or maybe start developing the box for the fuse box, possibly next time. But either way, deuces.